Yo,
Yo, it's good.
nothing much. Just got out the shower. What about you?
Chilling, man. What's good with you?
Just been a pretty solid day. Just home for a quick second.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Just been listening to music really all day on some real shit.
Like,
Question:
hmm?
Is the Black Star album only going to be available on a podcast
It'll
or
be
all stream?
available. Somebody will upload it to YouTube. You know how they do.
All right. Yeah,
I didn't hear nothing about no physical copies yet.
yeah, me neither.
So I don't know.
Let's get everybody in the chat.
Cool G, you see your boy taking showers when he got a live stream. You see how unprofessional he is.
Nigga, shut up. Last time I
Reg
checked,
don't
you weren't here. You weren't here
Reg,
at 10 o'clock. Last time I checked, so
Reg don't give a fuck. He just come on whenever. He make dinner when he got a live stream. You know.
besides, I have to wait till people get here in the chat. First of all, so
You know, black people come late. I don't show up on time. I don't show up on time. I'll come late.
exactly. As long as
You know
the
what I'm saying?
video starts at ten
But you,
o'clock, that's all that matters. As long as the video starts at 10 o'clock, that's all that matters and shit. Mind you, nigga, you were 30 minutes late one time, so don't even get me started.
I had a good reason though. When I'm late, I have a good reason for why I'm late. I might
Nigga,
have
you
been
was
doing the platform.
nigga, you was sleeping one time. You woke up sleeping one time and
You
shit.
wo- you yo you tried you did that shit too early, bro. Listen, I wanted early, but not like 1 in the afternoon.
Nigga, it was like 6 o'clock.
Was it?
Yeah, it
What
was
what
on when we
what
did. I think raps. It was a rap city review. I had
Rhapsody?
to actually start. It was like a months ago. I had to start another stream because I waited like about an hour or some change and shit for you.
When I'm late, I'm coming from either I'm doing another platform online and I'm just getting over here, or there's something going on. Like that's why I'm late. I don't be late just to be late.
Nigga, when I'm like, I'm either coming up from work or I'm just coming doing an
Well, that's
errand for my mom and shit.
but you shouldn't start the stream if you're late though. You start the stream when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You don't start the stream and then you go off and do and take a shower. And all. Like, you're the only person I know that does that.
You'll be surprised there'll be other motherfuckers that be doing that same shit too.
I
Like
don't know them. I definitely don't know them if they're doing that.
you'll be
You know what
surprised,
I'm saying?
bro. I'm saying, mind you, I be out since the morning and shit like that. I don't have time to eat dinner sometimes till I get home because I don't always want to spend money on food like that. So
I feel you. I feel you on that though.
yeah. By the way, what is this crap about Future being the best rapper alive?
He's on a new GQ cover. So
What the
that's
fuck
what he
has he
calls
done to me?
himself. Hey, that's your
The
boy.
fuck has he
That's what he
done
calls himself.
to me?
He be taking shits knowing he got his Zoom call for work.
Shut up.
I don't know. People be hitting me up about like people. There's people I know that watch the live stream and they hit me up like, yo, like why is your boy so late? You know what I'm
Who the
saying?
fuck said
They
that?
I don't know. It bro, we don't think people watch our stories? Like people know when we're going online. You know what I'm saying? They'll
True.
hit me up and be like, yo, like your boy Reg is be late as fuck. Why he so late?
Well, nigga, tell them motherfuckers I be coming off from work and shit. Tell them motherfuckers that shit. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, man. Hunger for more. Reg don't give
Shit.
a fuck, yo. He just come on whenever.
Why, nigga, I got a fucking life too and shit. Damn. I'm not saying that to be fucking rude and shit, cause I get it. I get it. But some shit just fucking happens sometimes. Shit.
They're not coming to New York, so I'm not going all the way to Jersey to see Wu-Tang and Nas. How the fuck? How is it? How do you have a tour called the New York State of Mind and then they're coming to New York? That makes no damn sense.
They're not coming to New York. What the fuck?
No, they're going to just Jersey. Jersey is not New York City. That's a whole different thing.
Ew.
Yeah, they're not coming to the Garden. They're not coming to Barclays Center. Like, what is that? Unless they're saving it for last, which still doesn't make sense. If you're gonna announce tour dates, why not announce the New York City tour dates? I never saw Nas though. I saw Wu-Tang, but I definitely want to see Nas at some point.
The only people I saw from Wu Tang was Raekwon, Ghost, I want to say Killer Priest, and Method Man. I think Inspector
Yo,
Deck, I want to say.
Wu-Tang as a whole, they wild. And I saw Wu-Tang in '96. They wild, and that's back when they were having like 300 niggas on stage with them. It was crazy.
Oh, by the way, Mike wanted to do the Taxi Driver review or some shit like that. He said Sunday, but I said Sunday might be a bit busy for us, but he'll let me know and I'll let you know.
What we doing Sunday?
The rap albums list and the jazz album I talked to you about.
What jazz album? Oh, okay. That's Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do like maybe like a midnight review. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm gonna see what Mike has to say about that shit too, because part of me might be tired to do two videos, but I'll let you know ahead of time. Yeah, we know about the Kendrick Lamar.
Everything you're telling me I already know. Like you're not telling me nothing new.
Yeah, definitely gotta talk about the Black Star and Kendrick album next month too.
Yeah.
Ronnie said can't wait for the top 5 Big D Williams movies. Yeah, that's coming.
Y'all doing that. I'm doing that shit because I can't even name 5 good ones from Billy D.
Shit.
That's gonna be Reg and Mike, not me.
That's crazy.
Billy D. Williams. What great actor was he? What are you talking about?
Fuck you mean?
What great actor is? Who said he was better than Denzel? Somebody said that shit on here.
I never said that. I said he was Denzel before Denzel. That's what I said.
Oh God, no, he was not. No, he wasn't. Billy D was already marketed as a sex symbol. Denzel wasn't marketed like that. You just have a strong.
I'm not talking about like
following.
sex symbol. I'm just talking about charismatic and stuff like that. Like
he was charismatic for what? For what? He was.
Yeah, Billy D was charismatic. Like you have to watch it for yourself, man. Because
Jim Carrey was charismatic. Jim Carrey was charismatic. Jim Carrey.
Okay, yeah, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was charismatic and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, Blocker. Salute. You're crazy, Ronnie.
America is dying slowly.
DJ Tim said, my favorite comedian person of all time is Bernie Mac. What's your favorite movie of Bernie Mac?
Ooh.
Favorite movie?
Honestly, Players Club.
Players Club.
Either that or House Party.
I don't remember too many movies he was in.
He was in
I know he was in a whole ton of films. I don't think I have a favorite Bernie Mac film.
So Jada Pinkett announced the new season of Table Talk coming soon.
Oh boy, you watch that shit?
Hell no.
Who's gonna be on it? Is she having her husband on it?
They said no mention at the Oscar slap as of now.
She definitely gonna mention it.
Of course. Oh, somebody's gonna mention it. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Wow.
I hate YouTube sometimes.
You hate YouTube?
Yeah, because I'm trying to like put the album cover, but you have to go through all these motherfucking things just to go do this stupid shit. Do, 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 do. Finally. Jada Smith really disappointing as a fan. Better lyricist, Mr. Cheeks or Busta Rhymes. Oh, Busta Rhymes. Yo, this collection video is gonna be crazy already and shit.
Yeah.
I saw one hip hop album that came out last year. I can't believe I finally found a physical for that shit.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Favorite K Slay mixtape? Ghostface, No Pork on My Fork. Talked about that early on Instagram. We did a live stream for K Slay.
Alrighty. All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
All right, let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Tuesday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
We are going to talk about today is the Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money. Shout out to Eric for giving me this album finally. Technically, you can say it's part of this collection video, but it was originally supposed to be part of the other collection video we did, but he sent it to me a bit late or whatever, but it's all good. This album came out in 1996, June 4th to be exact. It came out with 4 singles: Jeeps, Lex Coupes, Beamers and the Benz, Renee, Lifestyles, The Rich and Shameless, Music Makes Me High, and Get Up. Producers include Big Dex, which Big Dex is like a childhood friend of theirs, pretty much like an in-house producer. Pete Rock, Mr. Sex, Charles Suit, Easy Mo B, Butt Naked Tim Dog, Dwarf the Black Prince. No guest appearances, just Lost Boys. Well, Big Dex technically made a guest appearance and shit like that too, so fuck it.
Right.
Alright. So how did you get into like the Lost Boys music and whatnot?
It was like Lifestyles of Rich and Shameless. They were playing that on the radio before the video came out, and it was dope. And like college radio was playing it, and then I started hearing it like a lot more on like Hot 97 and um Kiss FM at that time, and then we saw the video, and I didn't really think nothing of it. Like it was hot in the streets, but I didn't know who they was. And then when they came out with Lex Coops, that's what really set it off, and they took off from there. And then the album dropped, and then we started seeing them do features with people, Mona Lisa and 112, of course, when we talked about our first 112 album, and Aguilar. when he was Adolf, and Alizé Fadolo remix was a big song with Mr. Cheeks, and they were making the rounds, like they were like becoming like the new party the new party thugged out crew, so to speak. They had like the party anthems and the street tales or whatever, and you know they were, and they had their own. Mr. Cheeks had his own style. Like he didn't sound like nobody. He had his own flow, and you know, coming from Queens, and we had a lot of great Queens groups and MCs, and they were just different, and they had the great production. They were on Uptown. Uptown. Andre Harrell, rest in peace. He was a genius. You know, he signed all the right acts. Jodeci, Mary J, Christopher Williams, Father MC, Heavy D and the Boyz, rest in peace, Heavy D. And that was like the Def Jam of R&B. You know what I'm saying? They had like all the heavy hitters on that label, and adding the Lost Boys. You know, they had that hip hop sound, but they had like the mainstream party joints, and they were just dope. You know what I'm saying? And Freaky Tah was like a hype man, but he still had his little rhymes here and there. You had Big Nice, the DJ, and Pretty Lou. I always wanted to see Pretty Lou rhyme more, like because he could rhyme, but it's like we didn't hear him a lot enough on songs. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood why. And
Right.
I think that was like a missed opportunity for them. Like they should have had Pretty Lou more on the mic. But they were dope, man, and you know they just had carved out their own lane in the genre. You know what I'm saying? And you know the iconic videos they had for Renee and for Lex Coops, and giving like a ode to, like, the popular vehicles of that time in New York City, like the Lexus and the Land Cruisers and the Range Rovers and all that. And it was great. It was a great time for them. And you know when I remember waking up to when Freaky Tah got killed, and that was a huge blow. We had already lost Pac, we had already lost Biggie, and then we got the news that Freaky Tah passed away, and it was just like another one, and another legend passed away. We lost so many. Big L, Pun, you know what I'm saying? And it was just sad, and it was like right after that happened, it was like they wasn't the same anymore. Like they lost that spark. Like when the Transformers lost Optimus Prime, and he got killed, it's like they lost that spark. They lost the heart and soul of that crew. So um it's a shame, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they never could really come back from that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Mr. Cheeks went on to do his thing solo wise, and he did his thing. Lights, Camera, Action was a huge hit. And I wish we did get another Lost Boys album, like something. I think they still got it. Like they dropped the EP like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember being on. I was on another platform when they were talking about that. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks and Lost Boys, because Mr. Cheeks follows me on Instagram, and he's cool people to talk to. But they even with that EP drop, like they still have that party vibe about them, but it just wasn't the same. It's like you could tell, like, Figgy Ty was missing like a lot. You know what I'm saying? And but they definitely, for what they did, bringing the ghetto storytelling and the party joints to hip hop. There was definitely a underrated rap group. So
Definitely. Um, I honestly got into Lost Boys maybe like around the time I was in high school.
yeah,
Music Choice, back when Music Choice had that hip hop classics channel, and Ronnie, there was already unsung documentary on
yeah,
Lost Boys, by the way.
yeah. They had that.
And I heard Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless. I just loved that fucking track, just the beat, the style, and whatnot. And that's the thing about the Lost Boys. They had a very like coming from South Jamaica, Queen, they definitely had a very different style. Like this is the
Right.
kind of music like you would play feel good kind of hip hop, something like
Mm,
you play like a cookout, a skate rink or some shit like that. But
right.
at the same time, it was like a good mixture of like the street authentics mixing with like the commercial appealism, but they weren't as like commercial appealing as like say like a Naughty by Nature, for instance,
Right.
or whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Which I definitely feel they got like a lot of influence from Naughty, to say the
Yeah.
least too, if you think about it. But they were definitely a very underrated rap group, especially from that time too. You know what I'm saying? Because this album came out in '96, and a lot of heat came out in '96 and whatnot too. So
Hmm. Yep.
finally glad I got this album though. Thank you again, Eric. I do have the Love, Peace, and Happiness album, which
Yeah.
that's arguably my favorite. It's a toss up between this one and that one, but I'm gonna save that for another conversation, another day and shit like that. But anyway, dope story by the way.
Yeah.
Members of the Lost Boys include Mr. Cheeks, Freaky Ta, the late great Freaky Ta, Spick Nice, and Pretty Lou. They pretty much formed in South Jamaica, Queens. You know what I'm saying? They definitely had like a love for hip hop. You know, they influenced by like a lot of people like LL, Run DMC, and so on and so on. And
Yeah.
of course, Organized Confusion definitely was another influence to them too. And so they pretty much came out with like the first single, Jeeps. I mean, not the Lifestyles of Rich and Shameless. That was like their debut single. Um,
Yeah.
and so they also contributed like a song, Renee, to this "Don't Be a Menace to South Central" or "Drinking Your Juice in the Hood" soundtrack. Which, mind you, this album came out in '96. They were pretty much
Mm,
promoting themselves in '95 and shit like that. You know, just getting the crowd's attention and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So this album eventually came out. I always loved this album cover,
Yeah.
just the purple background and shit like that too. This pictures right here. It's the shout outs, lyrics. You already know what they do. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's one thing I hate about booklets and shit. You gotta fold these a type of way. All right. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah. Yep. 96 was a great year for albums. So many. Yeah. Mr. Cheeks is great, man. Yeah, yeah, Nebo. I saw it today. So can't wait to hear it on Friday.
Had to lock my door and shit. All right. Sunny boy, so you saw the push a track list? Yeah, I saw that shit. All right. This album got about 16 tracks. Let's get started. Track number one is the intro. They pretty much used the Summer Madness from Cool and the Gang sample, which honestly, everyone has used that sample, especially around that fucking time too. I mean, it's a cool. I like the way they did it, but they didn't do nothing groundbreaking with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's an alright intro.
I think it was
Nice pace.
like the way that they used it, it was like an introspective. type of instrumental where they're introducing themselves to the world, and this is who the Lost Boys is. This is what we do on the block in Queens. This is the members and who we are. I liked it. I thought the way that I mean, I didn't expect them to rhyme over it, but I like the fact that they chose that instrumental and had like a melodic, introspective feel to it, and just letting the world know who they was. Because they came out of nowhere basically with um, Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless, and that blew up. And so we didn't know who they was at that time. They didn't jump on nobody's albums or features at that time. They just came out with that one song and it happened to blow up. So we didn't know who they was. I think like that was the whole point of the intro, like just telling the world who they was as a group and individuals.
Definitely. All right. Track number two is The Yearn. This was produced by Pete Rock. This was also featured on the legendary America is Dying Slowly compilation, which definitely need to talk about in the future.
Mhm.
So The Yearn, pretty much talking about safe sex and just being careful about who you engage in those activities with and whatnot. Very 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 dope song. I definitely love that beat from Pete Rock and whatnot. Definitely a very, that's one thing about this album. The singles, all the singles off this album was slaps
Yes.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was hard for you to pick a favorite song and shit too, because
Yeah. They're not a one hit wonder group. They got more than one hit.
because everyone always wants to mention, oh, Renee, which I love Renee, but it wasn't. They
Mm,
had other shit than Renee, but we'll get into that.
right. Yeah. I almost picked this beat for the Pete Rock battle. I had this on the list, like as for like the bonus tracks. But I didn't play it, but I had that on the list because that's always been one of my favorite Pete Rock joints. And you got I love the chorus. It's the Chibas, the Lakers, the condoms, the ass. Their choruses was another big thing about them too. Like they did choruses that were memorable, like that made you remember that that song. And Mr. Cheeks' his flow on here was I bet I put something in your mind to make you reel it up, bring it back, come rewind. Freaky Ty dropped the verse on here that was dope too. One of his rare verses on this album, and it was definitely solid.
Yeah, definitely a very solid joint. Track number three, Music Makes Me High. Very good song. I like it, but honestly,
Uh,
I prefer the remix with the Dog Pound and a very young what's his name, Cannabis.
Cannabis.
And that was
Yeah,
actually Cannabis's first appearance on Wax 2 and whatnot. He should have definitely stayed with the Lost Boys, in my opinion, and stuff
yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely looked compared to Cough Wyclef, but we'll get into that in a minute. Anyway,
Oh Lord.
um, but yeah, this track right here was a very solid joint. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the remix is that's my cup of tea. I kind of prefer remix and shit, but Mr. Cheeks, he definitely does the in Freak Guitar.
Yeah, the remix is dope. I love the original version because it just had like that banging bass line. It's like one of them club joints, and you got Mr. Cheeks saying, "I'm coming through with my click." What you gonna do when shit gets thick? Is he gonna start running and hiding? Is he gonna start slipping and sliding? Love this flow on that. The chorus, one for the money, two for the
For the
fire,
show. Ooh,
fire, two for the show, three for my people in the struggle getting by. I love that shit. Just the iconic record, like it was like hit after hit. Like they hit us with the ghetto street tale of lifestyle is rich and shameless, and then Lex Coops and music makes me hot. It was just one after the other, and they just was on the run with this album, and it was great promotion by Uptown. So
right. Yeah, and this came out like near the end of Uptown's reign too. You know what I'm saying? I
right.
think Andre Harrell was just leaving, and Heavy D was about to take over and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Or Heavy D, I think y'all had already taken over around this time too.
Yeah. 'Cause I know he
Yeah,
was overseeing Monifa's first album,
yeah. Which we had to
and
talk about
so
that
for
one
real.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that group. Um, TJ Simpson, Renee, that's the okay track. That's more than okay. It is a bit overplayed, but I would not call it an okay. Just okay though.
Well,
By
that
average person.
turned out to be like the one that people talk about more than Lifestyles or Lex Coupe. They talk about
Yeah,
Renee now, so it wasn't like that before. Like '96, it was all about Lifestyles and Lex Coupe, and then over time, it was all about Renee now.
exactly. All right. Track number 4: Jeeps, Lex Coupes, Beamers, and Benz. Arguably my favorite track off this album. It's like I said, it's kind of hard though because it's like 3 other tracks that I gotta have to pick it up. But this one right here, I mean, if you have like a nice car, you got a nice speaker and shit. This is the
Hmm.
perfect song to play.
Yes.
Easy Mo B definitely did his thing with this one. Because he produced both this one and Lifestyles and whatnot.
Hmm. Yeah.
Definitely love that song and shit like that. The chorus to like, it's the Lex Coos, Beamers, and the
It's beamers in the
bands.
bands. To all of my
Yeah,
ladies and my
bananas.
mans, all my peoples
Keep
in the pains. Keep your head up.
keep your head
To the
up and
hood.
to the
East
hoods,
Coast, West
East
Coast,
Coast, West Coast, and
fire,
worldwide. Ain't
fire.
nothing wrong pumping all
It's
lie.
no
And if you
lie.
rip me there, you
Let me
say
hear you say,
right. Ah.
yes, yes.
Speaking of that East Coast West Coast line, it's crazy how
Uh,
the Dog Pound being a West Coast group definitely collaborated with the Lost Boys and shit like that. And they weren't really
right.
like East Coast West Coast bias on that shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because
that's
Lost
how it
Boys
should
weren't
have been.
really
That's how it,
yeah. Because Lost Boys weren't really about that kind of shit. They were just more about having a
right.
good time and shit like that too.
They
So
stayed out of that. They stayed out of that, and
yeah,
that's how it should
thank
have been.
God.
You know what I'm saying? That should have just been between Biggie and Pac, and everybody else jumped in it.
Definitely. This track right here was definitely one of my favorites off this album and whatnot. Very classic joint. What's up, Eric? How you doing?
Tyreek was good. I love it, man. Like I said, like it's an ode to cars. You know, the flyest cars at that time for the drug dealers and you know the Lexus. Lexus was a big car over here. You know, the Infinity joints, you know, the Range Rovers, the Pathfinders, the Land Cruisers, you know, all of those are the SL joints. All of those cars were like big in the '90s over here, and you put your fly rims on it and a good sound system, and some dope headlights, and that's what it was about. And it was like a ode to like those cars, and the I remember playing this for the Moby battle. This I like when I was making the list. I like, y'all got to put this on here. You know what I mean? And Moby had a great track, nice beat, nice bass line. And Mr. Cheeks, he did his thing. I'm representing, putting Queens on the map. Double springs with some baggy jeans when I map fire. And
Yes,
it's just one of those like call and response joints. And when they do this live and the people is like singing along with them on like it's just crazy. Like it's definitely a classic on record. So.
definitely. Which brings us to the next classic, Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless. Some die young and another die name. Oh my.
Yes, nameless.
Mo
It's all the
B,
same
man, just
game.
Mo B came out with the
Killing it,
heat on this album. Shit.
killing it.
Um, yeah, this was a very, very, very dope joint. This is actually pretty much my introduction to them, like I mentioned before.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um, my personal opinion, this is their signature track. This one and Renee were like their signature
right.
track, if you ask me. I loved everything about this, like the beat, just the way how Freaky Todd definitely started off. Everybody bucking, don't give a damn.
Bam,
Bang.
bam, bam.
Everybody bucking, don't give a
Boom,
damn.
boom, 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 boom,
Bang. Then
boom,
proceeding
boom,
straight from
boom, boom.
Killer Queens, a juvenile named Jack at the age of
Do, do,
17.
do,
Yo, this kid's
do,
Jack starts
do,
smoking
do,
crack.
do, do.
Man, this whole joint was just nice.
Yeah,
What I got from this joint was just like motherfuckers, them just motherfuckers in like in the environment trying to make it way making that ends meet. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to
right.
describe this fucking song and shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So this is definitely a hip hop classic, bar
yeah.
none.
Like college radio, underground radio was just playing this, and they just loved the record. Then the more that we started hearing it, it was like, okay, we like this song. Lifestyles of Rich and Shameless. Who are these guys called? The Lost Boys from Queens. They all got the dreads. They rocking the Timbs, the jewelry, all that, and this record like was blowing up, and it put them on the map. And Moby, like again, like a legendary producer. It's amazing how like the amount of hits he gave people in the '90s, from Biggie to Pac to Lost Boys, so many people, and this is a classic record. The storytelling was great. You had Mr. Cheek saying, "My verse two is about this girl named Yvette. She lives out in Queens, pushed a red Corvette. She's pumping weight in and out of state license plate. See her lifestyle is mad great. Loved his flow on that, and it's like one of them ghetto tales, and the chorus and is great. Definitely a solid record.
Yes. Mr. Cheeks ad-libs was everything on that track too.
Yeah,
All right. Now we're gonna have Renee. Very, very, very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? This is another
yeah.
dope track right here.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned before, a lot of people kind of say this is their signature track, which I can't argue with that, but I'm more of a lifestyles nigga, but fuck it. But in terms of like hip hop love song, it's definitely top five in my personal opinion. Like y'all can keep y'all I need loves, y'all dilemmas and shit. I'm good with the fucking Renee and stuff too. So the story with this track is that he's chilling with this girl named Renee. They end up falling in love and everything like that. She's pretty much it's like she a sweet girl, but at the same time she got a little hood in her. And
Right,
so like once you get to like the third verse, he wakes up and shit like that. And she said that she'll be home in a minute, but then next thing you know it, he's waiting all day, and then he gets a beep that Renee has been shot. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
he goes to the
Who?
hospital, and it was too late. Renee was gone
Right,
and shit too. So yeah, man, this was a very, very, very sad song, and just a perfect storytelling song for them too. And also, it's actually their biggest hit, their biggest single. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It also usage. Well, I got Mahogany over this song, Ronnie. Just being real with you, and nothing's topping Mahogany for me. But anyway, it uses the Janet Jackson "Funny How Time Flies" sample,
Uh-huh.
which it used the sample good, but I'm more of a fan of how Camp Blow used that sample and stuff like that, especially for the Coolie High song. But
Right.
yeah, this was a very, very, very dope record. I love it.
Another great storytelling track of Mr. Cheeks meeting a beautiful woman, and getting to know her over time, and they get close, and he gets intimate with her, and she was beautiful, but she was still hood at the same time. And I think a lot of men like that about a woman, that they can still smoke a blunt with them, or drink a beer with them, and you know I wanted to know who shot Renee. We never got that. Was it a stray bullet? Was it actually somebody that she knew from her past? Was it just some maniac that just happened to, like, maybe there was somebody else that he was going after, and she got caught. You know what I mean? Because that happens a lot. You hear that on the news, where it's like, I mean, just a couple of days ago, I heard about a little kid that got shot because they got caught in the crossfire. I think the kid is like 3 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
So I wanted to hear more about that part of the story, like who shot Renee. You know what I'm saying? They should have made a sequel for this, like, where you had a sequel where Lost Mr. Cheeks and Lost Boys, they find the shooter and go after him for killing Renee. I think that would have been a great story as well. You know what I mean? But it's a sad, tragic, one of them sad, tragic love stories. I don't want to say ghetto love story, even though they mention that in the chorus. But I think any race could relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's not like it don't have to be a ghetto love story per se. But I think anybody can relate to that type of love story, from the hood or whatever, or in the suburbs or whatever. And I loved it. With Mr. T saying we sitting on the couch, chatting, we smoking blunts on the balcony, we staring at Manhattan. She started feeling on my chest and started feeling on her breast, and there's no need for me to stress the rest. Loved his flow. The chorus, "A ghetto love is a law that we live by. Day by day, I wonder why my shorty had to die. I reminisce over my ghetto princess every day. Give it up for my shorty." Love that chorus. You got Josie Harris from the Fly Girls on In Living Color. She was in. She played Renee in the video. Um, it was great, man. The video was iconic.
Definitely. Love what you said about this track. Track next track, all right. This track features Big Dex. Um, what I got from this track was pretty much just damn. It's like a feel good song, but at the same time, like in the Queens, like in their environment, like what they be doing, like shooting dice, drinking 40s and
Right.
whatnot. Definitely nice hearing Freaky Tar rhyming on this one. To me, he had the best verse. I love the line where he says, "I'm like coming in the winter with the sun and the shine. I'm the brightest star. Niggas ask, who are you? I'm Freaky Tar. That's who I am. I be bugging because I don't give a damn." You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Very, very dope track right there. I love it.
It was alright. It's not one of my favorites, but I like the beat. You know.
Yeah, that beat was amazing and shit. I think Big
Yeah.
Dex, he produced that one. Yeah.
Oh, you did that.
Mhm. He did
Dope.
that one and the next one. We're gonna talk about legal drug money.
Yeah.
This shit is my whoo,
This is dope. Yeah.
probably my favorite non-single off this album, if you ask me. Love that
Facts.
smooth ass beat. It definitely gave me Mob Deep kind of vibes. I don't know if it was just me
Hmm.
and whatnot, but
I did.
just them talking about like just them talking about just living out in Queens and shit like that, just seeing the crazy motherfuckers and just dealing with the shit they be dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Very, very, very dope track. Again, like I mentioned, Big Dex produced this one too, so I love it.
And I like the little interview in the beginning with Big Les from Rap
Oh
City.
yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah,
You know, she was also a choreographer. She danced with Harry D and the Boys and a whole bunch of other artists. You know, in the '90s, and um, she's playing the interview and she's interviewing Lost Boys and asking them about where they come from and who's LB fam and all that. I thought that was dope and um, it's like a beat playing in the background and the beat switches and then you got a second beat and that beat was dope and you had Mr. Cheeks doing his thing. He's like, it's tough coming up as a young black man, understand, see the world is ran by the clan. But Freaky Towers verse was dope. I like Freaky Towers verse more than Mr. Cheeks. And his verse was
right.
like, man, listen, I've been keeping peace in my heart. But if shit hits the fan, I rip shit apart. I'm not with the beef and emotion. I'd rather smoke Trom and drop a fat bomb around the ocean. I loved his verse was dope. His verse made the this song.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, bro. All right, track number 9, Get Up. Very dope song. This is a single I don't hear nobody talking about when it comes to Lost
That's
Boys
right.
and shit like that.
Right.
Just the chorus, man. Like, get up and clap your hands.
Right.
Come on and clap your hands. Like this joint right here is
Mm-hmm.
fire. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just pretty like I mentioned before, they definitely had their own style. Like they had the whole South. It's like pretty much just that whole appealing to like the dance floors, but with the South Jamaican feel to it,
Right.
which I never really seen that before in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Damn, it's probably like my third or fourth favorite track off this album, man. Like again, like I said before, it's not always Renee or Music Makes Me High. Like the single, they had like hella singles and shit like that. Like hell, half the album could have been a single. Let's just be real. But
Right. Facts.
probably that's probably my thoughts on that.
I like this version, and then the remix. They had the remix where they sampled the Commodore's Brick House. The remix was
I
even
think
better
I heard
too.
that a while back. Yeah,
Yeah, cause I know the radio played it a lot, but the remix is just as dope. But this is the original version is dope too. It's one of them club joints. Love the beat. The bass line was dope. Yeah,
yeah, definitely. All right. Next track is called "Is This the Part." Again, this is another storytelling track. It was produced by who produced this one? Easy Mo B. Yeah, he uses the Isaac Hayes
Mm,
sample, the Look of Love sample, mix that in with the Loose Ends sample too, so down. Um,
facts. No doubt.
pretty much like what I got from this track was like he was chilling with his ex and whatnot, but then his ex is pretty much playing him. Ended up
Right.
cheating on Mr. Cheeks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, man, it's just one of those scandalous ass fucking tracks. You know what I'm saying? I love the line where he says he grabbed it on that ass, all hugged up in front of the crib. See what I'm saying? Bitches don't appreciate nothing, man. $2 bitches with
Yeah.
$3 haircuts. Shit. Damn, man. Fucking love that line. Shit. But yeah, this was a very very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? Love it.
This was dope. This was dope. The same year now, New Edition used the same sample for tighten it up on the Home Again album. Like they use the
Yeah,
same sample and they use the same chorus. So I thought that was interesting. That both albums came out in '96 and they use the same sample.
definitely. All right. Now we're gonna get to Straight from the Ghetto. This track, again, it was a good track. Just talking about the ill life of the ghetto and whatnot. Probably one of my least favorite tracks off this album, but that's not saying that as in a bad way. But it's not alright kind of track.
I thought it was dope. I like the beat. Mr. Cheeks saying, that y'all live out in the gutter. Now you see how long it takes for Cheeks to make butter coming straight from the ghetto. And, just like one of them like ghetto tales of him growing up um, in Queens. And I thought it was dope.
Yeah, definitely. Next track is Keep It Real. This one was again another solid track right here and whatnot. This is pretty much just talking about again one of those tracks about making ends meet. Just gotta do what they gotta do to survive in the streets and whatnot too. Again, Mr. Cheeks definitely did his thing on this one and whatnot. So unapologetic. I love it.
Yeah, you just like the start of the song. You're just talking about like LB fam is not about gimmicks and going mainstream. And this is like a real life thing for them. And the beat was nice and I like it. It was a solid album cut.
Yeah, very solid. Next track is Channel Zero. Probably the most political track off this album. Using like the same line, Public Enemy, Flavor Flav say you get that bullshit from Channel Zero or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Very, very dope. What I got from this track right here was just like how it's just pretty much when people in this environment get killed, the cops don't really do anything to like publicize that shit, or they might just call that a dangerous species and shit like that. And
Right.
then he had this one line where he kind of threw shots at Marky like Mark
Really?
Wahlberg and shit like that. So yeah, he said,
Mark Wahlberg? Really? Wow.
he said Marky Mark be talking that slang, but he don't even understand that. Yeah, I said Marky Mark fronting like a Buddha is spark. I never seen you in the
Wow.
park. You get awards for your bullshit skills. A white boy acting black, that shit
What?
kills me.
What?
Pants
What's
sag.
what's the what's the
Yeah, it was
beef with
random
him
as
and Mark
fuck.
Wahlberg? Because
Cause
Marky Mark left rap. He left rap after '92. So I don't understand. I don't
yeah,
understand. I
that
never
was
heard
kind of
about that
random.
beef with him and
That was
wow.
very random and stuff like that. Cause it was just like Mark Wahlberg hasn't really rapped like that since like
The second album that was '92.
um yeah, 90, yeah.
Music
And then
music for the
like
people.
yep,
No,
that
no.
album and
You,
shit.
you
Yep.
gotta believe. You gotta believe. Music for the people was the first album.
Oh yeah. Cause didn't he also come out
Yeah.
with an album with another Jamaican artist or some shit too?
Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Nah, I only know about the second album. The second album was like '92. So after that, I didn't hear about. It. I didn't hear him do music anymore. Like he went off to do, Fear and Perfect Storm and all that shit.
Got you. But yeah, this was, it was kind of random hearing him talk about Marky Mark. I was like, was there an issue between them or anyway? Fuck it.
uh, yeah, this was a great song. I think it's probably like the most socially conscious political song they did on this album.
Right.
and he's shouting out his grandma and Freaky Tod's moms, and saying like they just trying to live in like love, peace, and happiness. And it was a real dark, gritty track. The beat was hard, and he talked about his hard life growing up in Queens, and the cops harassing him, and his mom's was stressing him out. Yeah, he was living like in one house with like seven other siblings. He says, now people look at me and always see wrong, a new problem every day. I'm trying to be strong. How strong can a nigga be when the blacks is locked down and the white man got the key? This was a dope song, and it showed their versatility from doing songs like Lex Coops and Get Up to doing a more serious song about growing up in poverty and stuff, and the shiesty ass cops harassing you with this song, and that showed the potential and the versatility that they could do.
Definitely. Um, Next track is The Game. This one another solid joint right here. Um, pretty dope song right here. Man, nothing too much to talk about.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a nice, it's a nice little banger. I like the beat. You know,
Right.
chorus kind of
Next,
sounded like the Yearn chorus.
it
Like
sound like
in the
what?
Yearn is like the chorus for the Yearn, it's the Chivas, the liquor, you know what I mean? And they had like like
Yeah,
a similar chorus, the bitches, the money, the cars, we in the game, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of sounded like the Yearn a little bit.
I feel you on that. Definitely. Next track is a 1, 2, 3. Now this is a very different track because um it's Freaky Todd that's mostly it's probably the only solo track Freaky Todd did. And Mr.
Right.
Cheeks, he does like the hook and the overdubs and shit too.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually like the
Yep.
longest track off this album too. So the story with this
Yep.
song is that Freaky Todd ends up getting robbed by this nigga, but then he ends up catching the nigga and he kills him and shit like that. And then he pretty much goes to another house of another guy that pretty much was fucking with him and kills his girlfriend and then ties the man into a chair, stuff like that. And so next thing you know, he invites like the Lost Boys over and they end up like fucking killing him and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Um yeah, man. This is going savage in this fucking track, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's like there's this one line where he says, I slapped a nigga in the jaw with my nickel play 44. And word up, y'all should have know, y'all should have saw the way this nigga hit the floor when the freaky got raw. Some bitch tried to burst, but I shot her in the back. Like,
Right.
kind of a violent way to end off this album, but fuck it. Damn.
Yeah.
Um, Fuck it. This is a very dope track. Very underrated track, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, this was it was again, it was nice to hear Freaky Tar on the mic at the forefront this time, and he did his thing. He definitely showed out on this track, and it was great. Close out the album, and I like the beat. Beat was dope, and you having Mr. Cheeks on the chorus, so it was dope.
Definitely. And the last track of this album is the Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless remix. Um, it's a solid remix, but it's not like you know me. It's like I feel like they don't really need a remix and shit like that, but it's pretty solid. But yeah,
Yeah, it was. I like the remix. It had a nice beat, nice bass line to it.
definitely. All right, and that's all the time for this album. Overall, very dope album and whatnot. Definitely has a strong cult following, in my personal opinion. Like I said, it was a very different album. Like it definitely was like it's like a fucking hardcore hip hop, but done. It's like it's not a Bad Boy Syndrome album by say the least,
No,
but the way
no,
how these motherfuckers was trying to make motherfuckers dance, this was like a vibing album. Let's just put it real like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
right,
like you had a kickback, or if you had like a little party with like just smoking
hmm,
weed, playing spades and whatnot. This is the perfect album to bump to if you're into that
yeah,
kind of shit. Um, yeah, man, very dope album. If you ask me, One of my favorites, definitely from the tail end of the Uptown Records, Ordeal and shit like that. Yeah, this album I want to say is out of print.
Yeah,
So if you guys can
both of
find
them.
this album, yeah,
All of their joints are a lot of fun.
definitely. So if you can find this album, must have in your collection. This album to me is definitely a 4.5 out of 5 for me. It's a very, very, very dope album. Definitely got to talk about Love, Peace, and Happiness very soon.
Uh, it's a balance. It's a good balance of party joints and storytelling ghetto tales. That's how I would put the album.
Right.
So you got a good balance of your mainstream, and then your good balance of your hardcore boom bap tracks. And I think they show their versatility when it came to different topics. And great storytelling by Mr. Cheeks. Definitely had his own lane, his own style, and the production was great. Mo B gave them a lot of hit records on this album. Music Makes Me High, love that song. Renee, Lifestyles is Rich and Shameless, The Yearn, Jeeps, Lex Coupe, Beamers and Benz, Get Up, the title track, everything is fire. I'm giving it 5 mics. I think it's definitely a classic. Their second album was just as great, but we'll talk about that later. But definitely 5 mics for me.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna stay up for maybe like another couple of minutes. I'm just gonna put something in the oven right quick. I wanted to wait till this review was over, since people say I keep on in and out and shit, whatever.
I'm professional. Yeah, definitely. I definitely need to get this album, man. That was great. What's your favorite tracks on this album? Like top three favorite tracks from Legal Drug Money. Pros Ghetto Superstar. I didn't like it. I like what's crazy. I thought Pros did his thing on the score. He had different songs that he sounded dope on, and then when I heard Ghetto Superstar, I didn't like it at all. I don't know if he was trying to go for mainstream, but I didn't care for it at all. Candlelight was good, yo. Where you been? Yeah, we doing a review for Pusha album in Black Star next week when they come out. I'm not worried about the Uzi Vert and Cudi collab. The Pusha's still gonna kill it. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, that's why we gonna talk about it because it's an underrated sophomore album. Yeah, I know it's on in the back, knee boy. I hear it. He killing them again. They should have brought back um Zion because if he practicing with the team, let him play. That's the only way he's gonna get playoff experience. I don't. If I got a freshwater on an album, it's probably not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of those albums like, yeah. Well, he's dunking. They showed him in practice. If he was fat, he's not the way that he's dunking is like dunking between his legs. No fat person could do that. So if he's able to dunk, he's able to play. He should be on the court with his team right now. Oh, the Uzi Vert collab. Hopefully it's good. I'm not, you know. Even if I think Uzi suck, at least you still got Cuddy on the track and you got Pusha. So I mean, he looked like he slimmed down a little bit. I don't know what type of weight they. I mean, he's a power forward. You don't want him to be too skinny because he got to be if he's gonna play power forward, he got to be able to bang with the big boys in the paint. So I mean, what are they trying to have him slim down to, like 200 pounds? If he could dunk and he's dunking like if you put in the ball between your legs and you dunking, no fat person could do that. Like he's good. He needs to be playing. There's like a supposedly there's like a disagreement with him and management because he wants to play and front office don't want to let him play, and I think they're making a mistake. Eddie Curry couldn't dunk like Zion though, and Eddie Curry was lazy. He didn't want to play defense. Cuddy is always beefing with Kanye. All Kanye need to do is call him up and they'll make up again. It's not the first time. They always on and off. They're like a fucking couple. Well, Knicks before they trade Patrick Ewing, of course. What you mean? We haven't had nobody dominant in that center since Patrick Ewing. Definitely before they traded Patrick. Who knows what they beefing about? There's something about the collab that Cuddy's on the Pusher song with Uzi. I think Kanye produced that one, and Cuddy made some post on social media about it that just because Kanye produced it, he's still not talking. But I mean, they always beefing. They were beefing even before they made the Kids See Ghost album. So it's always been like that with them. If Kanye called him up right now and said, "Let's do Kids See Ghost Part 2," he's gonna do it. I guarantee you.
What I miss?
Talking about Cuddy and Kanye beefing a lot.
I'm tired of hearing about the motherfucker shit. One
Favorite
minute
hip
he's
hop
mad at him,
remix.
the next minute he's not mad at him. Make up your fucking mind.
They always go. They always been going at it, man. They
God,
always go at it.
like make up your fucking mind. Like you love me and you hate me. That's a game for
You
fools.
know how that whole Kids See Ghost album
Make
came
up.
about because Cuddy was like depressed and he was going through it, and Kanye was depressed, and they both came together to do Kids See Ghosts, and it's always back and forth with them, man. That's why I don't pay no mind because I'm like that's they've been friends for years. This is nothing that's it's not like you just met him yesterday.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what Cuddy said, if Cuddy could sit there and say, "Oh, I'm not talking to Kanye," he's gonna talk to Kanye again.
These motherfuckers are hilarious.
I think Kids See Ghost was a solid album, Nebo. Yeah, I do. I think it was a great album. I liked it, and I don't
Yeah,
necessarily like all of Cuddy's albums. I like some more than others, but it was a dope project.
it was probably the best project next to Daytona from the whole
Yes.
sessions and shit like that. The
No, I
lounge
like
session.
Tiana Taylor's album too. I like Tiana Taylor's album.
That was good. It's not among my favorites though. I'll give you that.
I'm not a big fan of hers, but I like the production on it was good, and like the songs that how she sang the songs was good too.
Come on and clap your hands. Get up and clap your hands.
Yeah, Man in the Moon 2 was great. That was a great album.
That was okay. Yeah, that was cool.
Favorite Sandra Bullock movie? Uh, favorite Sandra Bullock probably Speed. Really liked her and Keanu in that. Um, um, Bird Box was good too. I like Bird Box.
Getting my albums together for Sunday.
Favorite hip hop remix? That's hard.
Flavor in the Year remix.
Mm, of course you would pick that.
Yeah, for Buster's verse.
Uh, favorite hip hop remix. I'm gonna go with Funk Dubious Rock On, the Buck Wild remix for that. Really enjoyed that one. Favorite Outkast album, AT Aliens is my
Carbon
favorite. Favorite Lost Boys collab, the Queen Pen joint, Party in a Party, the remix for that was dope.
Mr. Cheeks and Mary J. Blige and I'm Going Down remix.
That was good. Dope 92 hip hop albums, Gangstar, Daily Operation, versus Mecca and the Soul Brother.
Daily
I got
Operation.
Mecca and the Soul Brother for me. Um, I love that album. Worst Outkast album. I don't think they have a worst one. Yeah, I don't like Idlewild, but it's not whack. But they
Right.
don't have no worst album in their discography. Good records, good music. You mean good music or Griselda? Griselda. Come on. What kind of question is
Griselda
that,
all
Ronnie?
day. Griselda all day, baby.
They flawless. What are you talking about?
Is Coochie still on the chat?
Nah, he left.
Where's bitch ass at?
Or he
Oh.
hiding. Speaker Box is not a whack album. It's not my favorite Big Boy album, but it's not a whack album.
The speaker box is dope.
Compared to that press play puffy shit, nah, Speaker Box is a classic compared to that.
But I still can't believe
No,
he
no,
showed
no,
that
no.
shit.
Speaker Box is not a bad album.
La 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 la.
You need to throw it away. I don't know why you got it all the dope shit we talk about, and that's the shit you gonna pick up. Throw that shit in the river.
People have their own musical taste, bro. You can't get mad about
I
that.
don't like Boy. I don't like none of that shit, yo. No Way Out is the only one that matters. I don't like none of that other puffy shit.
Come on and clap your hands. Get up and clap.
If shit, throw it somewhere. The river, the trash can. No Way
This
Out
nigga
is
saying
great. No Way Out is only great because of who was on it. It's not great because of Puffy. It's only great because of the features. Like if it wasn't for Biggie on there and the Locks and Mace and Twister and all of them, it wouldn't even be mentioned right now. I didn't like none of that shit. Saga continues. I don't like none of that stuff. I checked out after after fucking forever.
it's surprising that people think that No Way Out is a trash album. That's crazy.
Like I said, it's on to me. It's only good because of the features on there. You know, that's the production and the features. That's it. Well, we could have did without Puffy ever being on that album, and still would have been great.
I could have told you that we don't stop.
If it was no Puffy rhymes on there at all, and it was just the Benjamins with the Locks and Biggie and Kim, it still would have been a classic record. Lord Finesse album, Return of the Funky Man or Awakening. I love Awakening more, but Funky Man is a dope album. That's like an early boom bap album.
I'm about to go with Funky Man on this one.
Yes, a compilation album. That's exactly what it is. Been Around the World remix. Or are we really talking about Puffy right now? Are we really talking about Bad Boy? Been Around the World remix or the original?
Remix.
You like the remix more?
Yeah, the remix had that Roy Ayers sample and shit.
Yeah. Carl Thomas is on the chorus. We really talking about Bad Boy right now?
Nigga, I'm just trying to clean my room before I go and shit. I'm just listening.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this. This is your live stream.
Shit.
So what? It could have went diamond. It don't mean it's the best Outkast album.
Fuck daddy. Excuse me, Mr. Love. That's what he calls himself, Mr. Love.
It's the love. That's even worse.
How you love people what you play them and shit. That makes sense.
Mob Deep, Murder Music, or Nas I Am. Murder Music. Murder Music, definitely. I love I Am, but Murder Music to me was flawless.
Yeah, Murder Music for me.
Brother Love, that's his name? Brother Love?
Brother Love.
That's even worse. Tyler the Creator, Goblin, or Cherry Bomb? Goblin. Love Goblin. That was a dope ass album. Cherry Bomb, it's been years since I heard that album. I gotta revisit that one.
That album was not that good to me. I'm gonna be real.
The mixing on that was terrible.
Very terrible.
Chingy. I don't listen to Chingy.
Okay, really, y'all?
Really? Nebo, how you go from Pusha T to Chingy?
Y'all would have been good just talking about Puffy and shit.
Wow.
Y'all funny. Chingy. Chingy.
Oh,
Chingy. That's what we doing, y'all. Let me stop.
Bad Boy, Chingy. Oh God. You don't like Tyler? I think Tyler is he's come a long way. He's matured a lot than he did years ago.
I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? He's matured a lot.
Better lyrics is Nikki D or Bahamadia or Bahamadia.
Definitely Bahamadia.
And your favorite album?
Oh boy. Your favorite album from Beastie Boys?
That's the joint.
Chingy is a legend. What? Oh my God. Him and Wale. Wale fell the fuck off a long time ago. Wale. Holy God. Knee boy, what you had me with Pusha T, and then you just went from Pusha to Chingy. And Wale hasn't made nothing great since his first album. That shit that he's doing now on MMG is trash. You're not gonna remember that in 10 years. Wale. He fell off the big time. And I was a huge Wale fan. And you went chasing that mainstream. Chingy is a legend. Wow. Reg, I wish you could pin that comment up, yo. I don't listen to Wale no more. Like I couldn't tell you the last time I listened to a Wale album. It's been years. It was great. The mixtapes was great. I don't like him on MMG. He needs to leave. I don't think he's not making no noise on there. Yeah, Bahamadia Collage was classic. Love that album. House of Dragons? What's that? What's House of Dragons?
You mean Imagine Dragons?
No, House of Dragons. What's House of Dragons? Is that the next Wale album? NWA Niggas for Life or Scarface? Definitely Niggas for Life. Attention Deficit was great. That was his best album, and then he went to MMG and fucked this whole shit up.
To this day, I still don't
know
why. To this day, I still don't know why he went to MMG.
Because he wanted the mainstream radio play. That's what it was. I don't watch Game of Thrones. Don't care for it.
That show is trash.
I'm on Yellowstone right now. That's the new shit I'm watching. Yellowstone.
What the hell is Yellowstone?
We talked about this on Mike's live stream on Sunday with Kevin Costner. His family, the Duttons. Oh yeah, you wasn't there. That's right. Yeah, it's about Yellowstone is like Dynasty.
Oh, I heard that part. Okay.
Kevin Costner and his family, the Duttons, they own like a ranch with acres, and you know they got beef with like the Indian reservation and all that in Montana. That's a great show. I binge watched like all 4 seasons already.
Yo, text me the name of that show. I might check it out.
Yellowstone.
Oh, okay, Yellowstone.
Yeah,
I thought you meant Jellystone, for instance.
No, Yellowstone. That's the name of the ranch, Yellowstone.
Okay. I'm like, nigga, what you been watching Yogi Bear and shit? Look.
WWFT's back? What you mean? What you mean, Candlelight? I don't understand.
Jesus. Alphabetizing my CDs is a pain.
The Mayonnaise Music Group. Yeah, I mean, other than Rick Ross, who else is big on that label? Meek Mill is gone, right? Didn't he leave?
I thought Meek Mill was still there.
I thought he left. Nobody else is putting up
Oh.
numbers on that on label. Live from LA. I never watched that. Which wrestler
I heard
T
about that.
I have? I didn't watch that shit. I don't even remember that show. Which wrestler T I have now, or did I used to have? Well, I used to have like Macho Man and the Killer Bees and all that. Not the wrestler T's I have now. I got Hulk Hogan and Daniel Bryan, the Usos. It's not enough though. I still got to get like some other ones, but I got a couple. Bruce Lee movie, Big Boss, or Chinese Connection. Oh, Chinese Connection was great. That was a great film. I saw Big Boss a long time ago though. Def Jeff versus King T. I
King
got
T,
King
y'all
T.
mother.
King T was dope, definitely.
I got a question.
Yeah,
Beat nuts or diggable planets?
Beat Nuts. Come on,
Damn.
man.
I got diggable on that.
Diggable was dope, but Beat Nuts is my favorite because they're underrated production team and they just was dope. You know, production wise and lyrics. Favorite books all time. Autobiography
We
of
already
Malcolm
did
X. Huh?
autobiography of Malcolm X.
We already did like a whole lot video. You go back and watch that shit. It's like 6 hours long.
Yeah, we
Was
did
it was
that
it 6 hours long?
shit.
It was 6 hours long, right?
Close to it, yeah.
Close to 6 hours. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, we read up in here too.
Yeah, niggas read up in here. I'm gonna start doing some fucking comic and comic book and like novel reviews and shit. You know what I mean? Just something different. Yeah, Candlelight saw the book read. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago we did that. That Kumo D book is just hilarious. I want to hear like the other shit that he had to rank. Cause
Oh yeah, we're going we
he
going
was
we going we're
crazy.
going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Stone Crazy was dope. That's one of my favorite Beatnuts albums. You know, that was definitely love the production for that. MC Hammer, wow. Do you believe off the books? Yeah, there are some joints on there. Raekwon book. Oh yeah, I heard Raekwon had a book out.
Flavor of Love or I Love New York.
Neither. Neither. Did you watch those?
Hell yeah.
You watched both of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was back when reality TV was in things for me.
that shit started everything else. You know,
So why the fuck did you bring me back?
right? Just so that he could play again.
It's like
Man,
you got something to say. You got
ready
something to
to.
say, New York.
She was
So
ready
why
to
the
beat
fuck
his
did you bring me
ass.
back?
She was ready to beat his ass
For real. It's that. So why the fuck did you bring me back?
because they knew she was funny as fuck and people was gonna watch it.
So
Oh
so why the
god.
fuck did you bring me back? Yeah, yeah. Why did you bring me back? Let me tell you something, New York. the fact that I know the whole fucking scene by heart to this day is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's bad. That's bad that you know it by heart. But I don't remember shit that she said. I remember her being mad. That's about it.
She's like, you changed, New York. You bought your moms, man. You changed. You're like,
That's why he didn't pick her because she was about her mother.
some shit like that. Yeah.
Wow.
She
Oh
was like,
no,
you
I don't
changed, New
think.
York.
I think the mother didn't like him. That's what it was.
Nah, hell no.
When he when he met the mother didn't care for him.
Nope.
Hey man, but
You
you ain't sleeping
changed.
with the mother. You're not sleeping with the mother. You're sleeping with the daughter. So why would that even make it matter?
I mean, eventually they'll stop knocking boots. I don't know. You changed, New York.
I don't like none of those shows. Rock of Love, Ray J. I don't like none of that shit. I don't watch that shit.
Oh, Vodka was
But I
just
used
like trailer park ass.
my homeboy. I have a homeboy that's all he was watching. So when people be at his crib, that's what he had on. But I don't watch none of that shit. Like all that love and hip hop and classic.
Yeah,
I don't care for
upcoming
none of that
review
stuff,
next
man.
month.
All that VH1 they need to cancel everything on VH1. But that's all they show now.
Yeah, I got an idea. What if I did a
I'm not
cooking
no.
show and I, huh?
Oh, I'm about to say, do not tell me you're about to do a fake VH1 reality shows. I'm not going to do that shit.
Nigga, no, hell no, I don't talk about
I thought you
reality
about to
TV
be.
on this shit.
I really thought you was about to tell me top 5 reality shows on VH1 or some shit.
No, I was saying, what if I had a cooking show and I reviewed this album?
You're gonna cook while you review that album.
Yeah, I mean it's called
So
food.
you're gonna be in your kitchen. You're gonna be in your kitchen cooking while you're reviewing that album.
Yeah, I mean it's called food. So what?
Okay, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah,
You gonna have your
yeah.
apron on, your apron and your chef hat, and
Oh,
what you gonna be making?
I don't wear aprons. Sometimes I like cook my shirt off. Sometimes I don't care.
Oh my god!
But I ain't gonna
Why?
cook my shirt off.
Why you're cooking? What? Who are you trying to
I
impress?
remember
Me?
one time I cooked my shirt off. I had bacon spat all over my fucking chest and shit. That shit burned my fucking chest.
Good. Well, that's what you get. Now you know.
And
Next time we're
and
apron.
that was the last time I cooked my shirt off and shit. Like,
Who does that?
what?
Oh my god.
What, nigga?
Who does that? Who?
Sometimes I like to cook sometimes it get hot when I cook. Shit.
Oh my god.
It gets
What
hot
is
when I
it
cook.
like?
So I like to cook my shirt
What
off.
is it? Your house is on 100 degrees? Like what the hell? Turn the heater down, nigga.
Nigga, the heater is that's the way I be cooking this shit.
Yo.
Damn.
Tila Tequila.
Nigga.
You remember Tila Tequila?
Oh, who did it? That little bit.
She was not that cute. She was fine though. What? You didn't think she was cute?
Hell no.
Well, compared to the old biddies that you like,
okay.
Lynn Whitfield, old ass and shit.
Lynn Whitfield over Tila Tequila any motherfucking day.
No.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Tila Tequila was fine for an Asian chick.
First of all, that name was unattractive as hell.
You ain't sleeping with her name. You sleeping with her. She could
Nigga,
be. Her name can be mannequin.
If I'm sleeping with her, I'm sleeping with the name. Think about that.
You're not sleeping with the name. You're sleeping with her. She could call. You could call anything in bed. She could be mannequin for all you know.
Nigga, let me tell you something. When you sleep with a girl, you have to sleep with a name and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're not just sleeping with the body, you're sleeping with the whole soul and shit.
You ain't married to her. You ain't married to her. What you mean?
Exactly. I'm just saying. Just hear me out. Just hear me out on this. It's all about identity. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Hey Eric, I would send it to you, but I might have cut it off in a couple of minutes anyway and shit.
You got Diana Ross over Tila Tequila? What? Diana Ross? How old is Diana Ross?
Hell yeah, I got Diana Ross over Tila Tequila.
Have we all seen what Diana Ross look like now?
Have you seen what Tila Tequila looks like now?
Wow. I haven't seen her at all in years. I don't know what else she look like now.
I rest my case. Shit.
I'm talking about back then. Back then she was fine. I don't know what she look like now.
I rest my case.
Shit, her daughter look good, better than her.
Who, Tracy?
Yeah, Tracy could get it.
Yeah, Tracy aged better. Like, cause back when she was younger, she was kind of awkward looking with them big ass
They
eyes and
like
shit.
they like they like grandmothers and shit. I like my women beautiful and experienced, not old and decrepit.
Oh Jesus
You
Christ.
know, they like Reg go after like people like women in their 60s and shit.
I actually go after people in their 40s and
You
30s and
do?
40s. Thank
So
you very
so
much.
so what's her name is in her 40s?
Who?
You know who?
We'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it now.
You scared to say, huh?
No, I'm not scared to say. It's just that we're not. I'm not at that point with her where I just blurted her age out like that. You
Uh,
know.
real chance of luck. I didn't watch none of that. I didn't watch none of that, me boy.
Did you really think I was gonna talk about reality TV on this channel, nigga?
But they already talked about it, so they went for you. That's why I'm like, I really thought you was gonna ask me that. I'm like, please don't ask me we're gonna do some top 5 reality show bullshit.
Nigga, I made this channel just to get away from reality TV.
Thank God. Reg on the girl has a life alert bracelet, right?
I'm sorry, boy. Where's your girl at?
Oh my God.
God damn. Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all right now. Just fuck all y'all.
You hear
Fuck
how
all y'all.
defensive he got? He got defensive real quick.
Fuck all y'all right now.
Oh shit.
fuck all y'all niggas right now.
Did you watch the season finale of Blackish, your show?
I'm gonna watch that tomorrow morning because I got back home late and shit like that. It's not gonna be a Hulu till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Why did they do that?
Yeah, like niggas gonna be up 5 o'clock in the morning just to wait for that shit, or they can just put up that shit on Hulu as soon as it ends and shit. You know,
Right. They
the
do
motherfuckers
websites the way they used to do.
like Put Locker and shit, but now since
Right, Foot Locker.
everyone's streaming now. They said fuck Put Locker and shit. You know,
Do they still have that site or is gone?
it's pretty much gone because
Oh,
every time I try to go to Put Locker, it's always some bullshit talking about domain's not working or some shit.
right. Like right after the show ends, Put Locker will put it on like right after it ends. So you ain't gotta
Right.
wait till like see Netflix put on shit like 3 in the morning. You know what I'm
See, I
saying?
can do
But
3 in the morning. I just can't do no 5 in the morning shit. You know.
right, like the other apps, they put like the new movies on like 5, 6 in the AM. Sometimes later than that, because like when Wonder Woman 84 came on, a lot of the apps were putting it on like 12 o'clock noon. So you have to wait till like noontime to watch it or whatever.
Oh, speaking of, thanks, Ronnie. Did you ever see the Power finale yet or no?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, you saw it? Okay, so shit. We can definitely talk about this weekend and shit if you want.
Yeah.
That finale though, I'm not gonna lie, that finale had me. Oof.
Tila Tequila was fine. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Compared to some of
She
the old
ugly.
biddies, like what?
She
I would
ugly,
take
man.
her any day over. Vivica A. Fox don't look the same no more. She had surgery on her face. She is not the same from Set It Off and all that other bootleg shit she was doing. And she's still in love with 50 anyway.
Who is in number 50? Yeah, I bet you 50 might put on Power one day and shit.
No, he ain't. I think
Hey,
he's doing
Monique
well.
can come to Power and then 50 can do it.
Who's Monique playing again on here?
I don't know yet. 50's trying to get her on Power.
Jennifer Hudson. Oh God.
Ew.
No.
I mean, she's all right, but she ain't all that though. She all right.
Did she take out all that plastic shit from her face?
I don't even know.
Vivica? Because there was a time when she was looking real plastic. Her lips were looking plastic. Her nose. What?
I mean, it's a few more people. Um, so Thursday is going to be the DJ Quick Part 2.
All right.
Happy 420s. Oh, it's not even midnight yet. Shit. Okay.
No, not yet. Not yet. I know you can't wait.
Damn.
You can't wait. Raising Canaan. That's why you ain't doing no live stream tomorrow, because you're gonna be high as fuck tomorrow.
Well, technically, the reason I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow, 'cause I gotta get ready for this gig
Oh, so
and shit
it
like
has
that
nothing to do
too.
with 420.
Huh?
It has nothing to do with 420.
I mean, yeah, I want to get high too, but I'm mostly want to get ready for this gig tomorrow night. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
fuck for I get high regardless and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I
you would
wake
be
up,
high as a
I smoke a little bud.
you would be high as
Wake
a
up, I
kite
smoke bud. I
looking
go
you
to
on
work.
there.
Like some of my best reviews, I'll either high, drunk, or on LSD or
No,
some shit,
you
man.
was
Like,
something. You was something.
hell yeah, like some of my best reviews, the professional ones, I was just on on some other shit.
Yeah, she did say that, Eric. I forgot that too. She did say that.
Give me one more second. First, Gabrielle
So
Union, I
so
really
did
can't
so
ass.
so did Faith Evans. So did Faith Evans. So
I mean, Faith Evans ate Stevie J's ass. That's not saying much.
no, she said Biggie. She said Biggie.
Ew.
She said Biggie. Yeah, Tommy was good. I felt like they could have developed the characters more though, man. Like that Irish family, they could have developed their characters more. Yeah, Houdini albums are dope. That seems to be a new thing. They coming out and admitting that now.
Okay.
Reg, let me ask you something. If you meet a woman and she come out and say that she do that, would you stop talking to her?
If I told if she ate ass,
Yeah. If she came out and told you that.
I want to stop talking to her. I just want to really kiss her like that. That's
Uh
disgusting.
oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna answer a few more people. Ew, I'm good. I'm straight on getting herpes. Damn, Eric. Shit. Y'all
Faith
some
that was look
nasty.
like a freak. Faith that was look like a freak though. She looked like she give no fucks. Did
I
you
mean,
didn't see her on the you didn't see her on Talib's podcast? Like
I probably saw like a screenshot.
she was rolling up blunts and smoking it on the ear and all that. I've never seen Faith Evans like that.
Y'all forget the homegirl is from Jersey. Y'all be forgetting
I
that
know,
shit.
but yeah, but like you know how many like look how long it took for her to like really be like open like that on somebody else's interview. She didn't do that on One Season Park or any other interview she was on. Like she was feeling real comfortable talking with Tyler, but she was like drinking and rolling up blunts and all that. I'm like, wow, Faith. That's funny.
Appreciate it, Antoine. Nasty, rusty trombone. Oh God. Anyway,
Pops Reg, I got the CD too. Let's get it started by MC Hammer and Please Hammer don't hurt. Oh, y'all talking about MC Hammer?
I got everything except Too Legends to Quit, and I really don't want that album, so I'm good with what I got.
Oh God, I had that and I got rid of that shit. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but he like even like I never even seen it on Snoop's podcast, and they all them dudes be smoking on there.
It's funny how everyone has a podcast now and shit.
Right? Tupac
It's
shook
like
me
it's
for my niggas.
not a podcast, it's some random commercial.
Right.
Like some timeshare commercial, some shit. I don't know.
Strictly for my niggas or 14 shots to the dome.
That's a good question.
14 shots to the dome.
Honestly, I'm
underrated.
gonna have to go with 14 shots for me.
MC Hammer was Puffy before Puffy? Hell no.
I disagree.
MC Hammer didn't have no artist. He didn't have no record label. He wasn't robbing his
did.
artists. He had his
Puffy
own
did.
artist. Who was his artist?
Hammer had his own record label. He had the Oaktown 357s. Dougie Fresh
them?
signed to him at one point.
Dougie Fresh?
Yeah, back in the early 90s. He signed to Hammer's
Dougie Fresh was on MC Hammer's label?
Yeah. He had that
For what
song
album?
that 92 album with Bustin' Out.
What album is that? I have one of his albums. I can't remember which one it is.
Was it the 94 one?
The one where he's like on the stage with the stage lights and shit.
Oh, World's Greatest Entertainment.
World's Greatest Entertainment. That one I got. Nah, I never heard that one. The 94 one with the Heyo and all, the I joint and all that. That was on Hammer's label.
No. The one on Hammer's label was the one with Bustin' Out from 92.
Oh, that joint. I didn't like that album. I didn't even know that was on Hammer's label.
Yeah, the 94, the Play album is a huge improvement over the 92 one. He went real street on that one.
Jesus. Nah. Hammer had more integrity than Puffy.
Exactly. Y'all need to stop disrespecting Hammer. That's what we need to start doing. That's the most disrespectful shit I've heard. Hammer was Puffy before Puffy. Are you serious, nigga?
What are your favorite Fabulous albums and mixtapes? I ain't got a favorite.
Bro, I told y'all motherfuckers I hate Fabulous, yo. What the fuck?
You need to talk to Kal-El. Kal-El daily. He loves Fabulous. I'm not a big fan of Fabulous. I like some of his stuff, but I ain't got no favorites. He said favorite. Oh man.
Ew.
That's funny.
All right, happy 420, y'all.
You couldn't wait to say that, huh?
Hell yeah.
He's going to light up right now.
Yeah, I want to light up. That way I can wait till the shit gets out the oven and shit.
Does what's her name smoke too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh shit, y'all like a match made in heaven.
Shut up.
When's she coming on here?
She's camera shy, so she don't really want to come up. Yeah, she camera shy.
That's what they all say.
She low key as fuck. That's what I like about it. It's all low key as fuck.
That's good.
I do my thing. She does her thing. That's what I like about it.
She don't post. She don't post a lot online. She don't post on social media.
No, that's what I like about it. No,
that's good.
She don't shake her ass just to shake her ass and shit.
I heard Fabulous is dope on mix. Yeah, his mixtapes is better than his albums.
And that's not saying much. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night right here and shit like that. Cause it's about to be 2 hours and I gotta save up my minutes. All right. Little announcements. Thursday is gonna be part 2 of the whole DJ Quick breakdown, and after that, I was thinking of doing nice and smooth discography breakdown after DJ Quick.
Nice and
I was
smooth.
thinking of.
I don't like them.
You said what?
I thought you didn't care for them like that.
I don't. But hey,
Why? So why are you doing it? Do not talk shit about nice and
because
smooth on here, please.
I'm not talking shit. I just want to listen. Like I said, I like to listen to the album for myself. Like I wasn't a big fan of Aerosmith and shit like that.
You
So
wasn't
I
a big
thought
fan of
this.
Aerosmith. I thought that was your group.
Hell no. I mean,
No.
I like Aerosmith, but they had more disappointing albums than good albums and shit.
So
So
I'm trying to understand this. So you rather talk about shit that you don't like compared to shit that you do like?
no, I like Nice and Smooth, but they're not a top tier group like Eric B. Rakim, Outkast. But
So why don't you do
something
those? Get to the ones that you really like most, and then do the shit
because I
that.
already reviewed all of Eric B. and Rakim's
Oh, you
albums
read
and
them?
shit.
What about
Yeah,
Outkast? What about Outkast?
I'm only missing out a while, and that's it.
Oh, you're not missing much. You're not missing much. It wasn't that great.
Because I know I have a big discography breakdown. I'm gonna save that for June, and I need to
Is
do
it
like a
good?
rock.
Is
Yeah, it's like the whole cough P funk shit. That's what I told
okay.
you about.
Oh yeah, yeah. You did tell me that, right?
Yeah, and then I was thinking about doing Soundgarden in between Nights and Smooth and P funk.
Okay. So
Just
you want to discuss nice and smooth like they was it 3 albums they got?
4.
4. Okay. What
Because
was the
they
last
have
one?
some good songs. Like some songs I do like from them, but I'm not like I said. I'm not like a diehard fan and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I only know 2 of the albums. So what was the first album?
The first album was a self-titled album. Then it was
Okay. Okay. And the Dancing Machine. Yes, I know that one. And Jewel
Jewel
Now
of
I
the
got.
Night,
And then what was the
and
last one after
then
that?
they had like it's called Blazing Four.
I don't know that
Hold
one
on.
at all.
I'm gonna pull up the name right now. It's called Four Blazing Hot.
That's a stupid title. That title make no sense at all.
No, it's like the Roman numeral 4, and
Uh
it's called Blazing Hot because they
oh,
think they're the hottest shit.
it wasn't.
Because like I said, like I like to listen to these groups to make sure I'm not missing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
do you like
one of the reasons why I like it. You said what?
do you like Maui Wowie? What album that's from?
It's a song.
I know, but what album is it from? Is it from an album? I
That's
never
a
heard it.
stupid name. Yeah. So
Wow.
also we're gonna do the whole Power Force season 1 breakdown sometime this weekend, shit like that. That might be the day of the gig after my gig. And to be real with you and shit, because I gotta stay focused this whole fucking week.
Yeah.
Because people think that I'm just out here playing and smoking weed and shit like that. But hey, fuck it. Oh,
Nobody thinks that.
then Sunday is gonna be the finale of the whole rap albums list and shit like that. The jazz review will probably still be. I'm debating if I want to do that either before I go to work or after or the same time we do the rap albums list. I'm gonna let you know about that right now, or
Yeah.
probably Thursday or Friday. Just to let you know because I really want to talk. You know what? I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. Fuck it.
I did hear that mixtape. I don't remember that song on the mixtape though. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Bitches Brew.
Rich's Brew. This is the one. Now we definitely want to talk about. And since Betty White died, I mean not Betty Davis.
Betty White.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Well, Betty White did die, but his wife. This is kind of like a tribute to Betty Davis, which I'll explain that in a minute.
right.
Like, look at this fucking shit, yo. Like,
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
yeah, man. Like I said, though, when y'all niggas want me to talk about fabulous and shit.
I'm not talking about
Yeah,
fabulous.
hell no,
Nope.
nigga.
Nope.
But yeah, definitely stay tuned for like a lot of good shit. I may or may not do like a late night stream sometime this weekend. I'm not 100% sure. I just got like a lot of crazy shit happening this week. But hey, fuck it, When we come on and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ronnie said that's Sam's favorite Miles Davis. I like how y'all motherfucker like announce shit like
Where is
tries
Sam?
from
Is Sam here? I didn't see Sam at all.
He was here for a brief second, I think.
Oh, he was. Yeah, it's like you automatically just know me. Be like, oh, this is what you like. How the hell you know what I like?
Shit, y'all funny as fuck. But anyway, appreciate this try as usual.
Yeah.
He's Nebo said, nah, no Fab and Jada kids. I'd rather Webby Savage
Webby,
like one.
definitely not. I'm not talking about none of them.
Webby. That nigga still popping like that? Like
what's
Webby?
Yeah.
That sounds like that sounds like the name of a fucking penguin and shit. Webby. Oh man. Yeah, appreciate this try as usual and shit.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned before, on the Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money. Make sure y'all pick that album out. It's not
Eric, you like Fabulous? y'all really want to have a Fabulous discussion?
Sure, y'all don't have to go here. If y'all think I might be mean with this Justin Timberlake shit, I'm gonna be worse for Fabulous.
Oh man.
See, even BJ likes Billy D. Williams. Thank you.
Oh yeah, BJ like everything, man. he will be the one that be like, oh, Biggie don't get enough. What he said? He said, Biggie don't get enough props like Pac. I'm like, what are you talking about? They both in the Hall of Fame. you know.
Yeah, that's his opinion and shit, though.
No, we're not reviewing Justin. I'm gonna review Justin.
Who the fuck is Justin?
I don't know. Justin Timberlake. I don't know if Reggie gonna be a part of that. At some point.
Nah, that's one of the artists I've never want to review on the channel.
You wanted to review Street Dreams? Wow.
Y'all better be fucking donuts. Keep telling y'all motherfucker, y'all better donate me for this shit. Right? Y'all gotta donate me $100 for a Fabulous review. Fuck that.
Oh man.
Fuck that. But anyway, I'm a call it a night. I'll talk to you later. Try.
All right.
And stuff like that. Ronnie said it the best. He is overrated, but hey, fuck it. I'll see you guys on Thursday with this DJ Quick shit. Peace.
All right.